Hi, this is BRR. In this video, we'll discuss about what is this SSL certificate, uh, like how it is being influencing this HTTPS request, apart from TCL, uh, like TLS protocol. We have alternative as part of secure protocol along with this SSL. So if you look at any computer, like in between you and the server, can see like. When exactly if you can say that any computer in between you and the server can see like your credit card numbers or usernames and passwords and other sensitive information if it is being not encrypted with an SSL certificate. When SSL certificate is used, so these things cannot be seen. If you are not encrypting with SSL certificate, your no personal and sensitive information can be seen between any computer. But when you encrypt with SSL certificate, you will not see this information becomes unreadable to everyone except the server you are sending the information to. So that is what main advantage of this SSL certificate, what we discussed in the earlier session also. If user is required to enter their credit card information, then an SSL certificate is also compulsory being installed on the server to get encrypted your data before sending to the web server. So what basically this SSL certificate is having, if you look at this diagram, the SSL certificate, also known as digital certificate, plays an important role in securing the communication between two systems, like a client or server, or server to client, or the server between two servers, vice versa. You can open the certificate of any HTTPS website. If you look at I'm just looking at this the Google website. If you open any Google website, like www.google.com, this will show you the secure symbol here. If you look at left side, this is what secure symbol it is showing. If you click on here and go to this validate certificate, it will show you some details about your certificate information. So that is what I placed it here. So if you look at this button, the site will show you the padlock secure in the address board. That is what it is being installed with HTTPS, and installed SSL certificate here. This is what digitally certified. And if you click on this particular button, as I shown you in the Google certificate, we'll be having this certificate option here. And if you click on this certificate valid option, you will look at this certificate details, like what are all the details being binded to the certificate. If you look at this particular window in the Google website, the certificate is intended for the following purpose: ensure the identity of a remote computer, and issue to so and so domain, issued by so and so firm, and valid from this to this thing. It will show you the details of the certificate being binded to the website, and it will give you the complete information regarding the certificate, like valid from and valid to, and the IP remote addresses, and issued by and issued to kind of thing. So this is what the SSL give you the information on the client place. So similarly, if you look at other diagrams, like uh, the SSL inside part, the secure socket layer basically uses the X.509 certificate. This is a standard. It is being included in this SSL certificate. This is a standard that defines the format of digital certificate. SSL uses this X.509 format. In other words, SSL certificates are actually X.509 certificates. We can say as part of technology, it is being adopted. X590 uses a formal language called abstract syntax notation language. This is sometimes you can as ASN.1. This is abstract syntax notation 1 language to express certificates data structure. So this is what the inside certificate we have in the SSL, that is X.509. In this, we'll be having digital certificates signed by the 509 standard guidelines. So this is called as the abstract syntax notation 1 language. Based on that, it will define the rules guidelines binded to your HTTPS request. So this is being binded to your SSL, and that is going to comes into the picture when you use HTTPS protocol, when you send a request using HTTPS protocol. So that way the SSL works, comes into this particular algorithm, mathematical algorithm, and encrypt the data using this particular standard format. And based on that format, the uh, data will be passed to the web client, and again on the web client it will receive the encrypted token and session and SSL handshake, and with the public private key, and based on that key, it will decrypt the data. Again, it will follow same standard like X.509 standard, and it will decrypt the data, and it will give you the structured data to the client, and the client can show same information on the UI. This is what the way the SSL works differently in the HTTPS protocol. So when an SSL certificate is used, the information becomes unreadable. So it is purely secured, and no worries about things which you are passing to the web server, because it is purely following some standard, that is SSL certificates. So these are small data files that digitally bind a cryptographic key to an organization details. When installed on a web server, it activates the padlock button at the HTTPS protocol and allows you secure connection from a web server, as I shown you here in the Google diagram. This is a padlock key. It is being shown you when you browse it in web server, so that this particular website is being secured, and you can click on this and you can see the complete information about your organization and certificate details and validation details. Everything can be seen here, so that you have some idea like how it is being set up. So this SSL certificate uses this X.509 format. So it includes some guidelines. We can see what are the guidelines, one of the attributes we have in the X.509 standard, like version and serial number, public key, subject, issues, valid from, valid to, signature algorithm, thumbprint, and thumbprint algorithm. So these are the levels we have in the X.509 format algorithm. So everything can be formatted, encrypted based on these values. If you look at version, the version number of the certificate of data format as per X.509 standard can be assigned when you encrypt the data. And when it comes to serial number, the unique identifier of the certificate is being assigned to the community called certificate authentication authority. And coming to the public key, the owner of the public key being assigned here, and subject, owner's name and address and the country, and domain name or organization name can be configured here. And coming to the issues, it's not issues, it's the issuer. So here it can be the provides the name of the certificate authentication, who issued the certificate, and this is valid from when onwards it is being valid, and from when, afterwards, like to valid to, that means how long, how far it is being validated, kind of dates can be mentioned here. This will indicate the expiration date of the certificate here in the valid to and valid from. And signature algorithm, this algorithm uses to create a signature of the X.509 standards digital signature. And thumbprint, this is the hash of the certificate, so it has some hash algorithm. And coming to the thumbprint algorithm, the algorithm used to create a hash of the certificate, so which can be uses in the X.509 standard. So these are the key attributes involved in X.509 format of SSL certificate. So based on these keys, it will encode. So this way SSL is being to work, and SSL being encrypted your data and decrypted data. So hope you understand like how SSL being encrypting your data and decrypting your data over HTTPS request. Thanks for listening to this video, and please subscribe more videos on this particular SSL.